Hey guys, so today's video is actually going to be a cruelty-free and vegan makeup tutorial using all cruelty-free vegan products. Obviously. I've never done one of these on my channel before and I've always thought about doing it. I just for some reason put it off. I don't know why, but I have been getting comments recently and I did in one of my last videos from someone requesting me to do it and I was like, oh yeah, I've been meaning to do that and I think it's a great idea. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to do the tutorial on this kind of orangey bronzy eye with some nude lips. This was kind of a challenge for me even though a lot of my products are from cruelty-free brands, but I did get some help from a few different websites like crueltyfreekitty.com, ethicalelephant.com, and then logicalharmony.net. If you guys want to know more about like which brands are cruelty-free, definitely check those out. I will link those down below if you guys want to do some research. Anyways, this video is really fun. I actually eat a vegan diet, but I don't have all cruelty-free vegan products. Obviously, I get a lot of stuff from like different companies and PR. Honestly, in a perfect world, I wish I could have all cruelty-free products, but at the time right now, I don't think I'm going to work towards it just yet, maybe in the future. But I know I've heard from some people that are more knowledgeable in like the behind the scenes beauty world, and I've heard that the regulations on being cruelty free aren't as strict as they should be. So anyways, I'm just going to hop right into it. But before I get started, I want you guys to leave me a comment and let me know your favorite cruelty-free brands or products, whatever you want, whether it's drugstore, high-end, please let me know because I am interested in getting some more and just like playing around with more cruelty-free products. And if you guys want to see more of these videos, then I will have more products to do different looks. Alright guys, so if you want to know how to get this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to start with my primer, obviously, and this is the Kat Von D Lock-It Featherweight Primer. Surprisingly, not all Kat Von D products are vegan. They're all cruelty-free, obviously, but not all of them are vegan. Most of them are. This is, so we're just going to pump out a little bit of this. And this is my favorite primer anyways. It's like the only one that I use. I feel like primers don't really do much for me, but this one is like the only one that I feel like actually makes my makeup stay on and just look better. So I could have made this easily like a 90% Kat Von D product video, but I wanted to kind of branch out and try as many different brands as I could out of the brands that I do have. And I discovered that Ofra Cosmetics apparently is 100% vegan. That's pretty cool. I had no idea. So I'm going to be using my favorite new foundation, which is the Absolute Cover Silk Peptide Foundation. This is the lightest shade in 0.5. I just got this a couple weeks ago and it is honestly, I don't even know how to describe it. I wish I tried this sooner. It is like the best foundation. So I'm just going to apply this all around my face in dots like this. This is a medium to full coverage foundation, so I don't apply too much. I pumped out 2 pumps, but I don't think I'm going to use it all, honestly. And then I'm just going to use this little My Makeup Brush Set oval brush dupe brush. I'm still using this and I still really like it. So I'm just going to buff this around my face. It does oxidize a little bit, so like as you can see right now, it looks a little too light for my skin, but after a few minutes it oxidizes to a slightly darker color. And this foundation seriously stays on so long. Like this is probably one of my most long wearing foundations. I don't know if I mentioned this when I was using the Kat Von D primer, but you can go on their website and they have a list of all the different vegan products that they do have in case you're wondering. You can go and check. So as far as concealer, the ones that I normally use are vegan and cruelty free. The first one is Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer. Not all of their products are vegan, but once again, you can find a list of all of the products that are, and I would say that most of them are, which is nice. So I'm just going to apply this to the inner under eye corner area right there. I never know what to call that, but you guys get it. Just to cover up that dark area. This concealer can get really thick on you really fast, so the less you apply, the better. And then to highlight the rest of my face and conceal any blemishes here and there, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer Creams. I have a lighter shade than this, but I don't know where it is. Story of my life. So I'm going to mix L7 with Whiteout. Just going to apply a little bit underneath my eyes. I like to use this one to highlight down my nose. I don't apply too much though because this can get like, it's super opaque, so it can get a little bit crazy. And then a little on my chin and a little bit on my forehead. And then I go in with L7, which is pretty much like my skin tone. And I'll use this to go in between the white, a little bit up here. I put this on the sides of my nose where it's still a little bit red, and then if I have any zits showing through or any redness, I'll apply this to those areas. Luckily, my chin zits have been a little bit under control. Isn't that weird? Like I still get redness around my mouth area, but I've been using new skincare products that I think have actually been helping. Fingers crossed. I know saying that probably already jinxed it, but you know what? oh well. So I'm just blending all this out with my Beauty Blender. I didn't want like a super harsh highlight, so I didn't apply too much concealer under there. Just blending the skin tone concealer in with the white. By the way, if you guys want me to do a drugstore version of this video, definitely let me know, and let me know your favorite vegan, cruelty-free drugstore products too. I can definitely go out and buy some if you guys give me some suggestions and if you want to see that video, so definitely let me know. I'm going to cream contour a little bit today, and I'm going to use the Anastasia Fair Cream Contour Kit. And what brush am I going to use? Brushes are the hard part for me because I own a lot of Smith brushes and not all of them are synthetic, like a lot of them are pony or goat hair. I'm going to skip the Smith. I'm going to use this e.l.f. contouring brush. It's like a little flat, I don't know, thin kabuki type thing. I've used this once and it's okay. It's not my favorite, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna do it. Most of the e.l.f. brushes I actually really like, but this one is a little hard to blend out, but that's okay. We got this. Oh, I'm just taking a mix of this middle one and this lighter one. Just gonna go pretty light on the contour today. Get out of your hair. I'm just gonna do my cheeks. I'm not gonna do any on my nose because I never really do. I'm gonna blend this out better with the Beauty Blender, but for now, just gonna apply some to the forehead. I'm just gonna take that foundation brush that I used and just go over this to kind of blend it out a little bit. I might end up using my Beauty Blender too, but I just felt like this would help blend a little bit better. Alright, so for under eyes setting, I'm going to use my RCMA No Color Powder. This is one of my favorite setting powders. Just going to dust out a little bit in my hand. And just going to dip my damp Beauty Blender in there, get a little bit on the tip, and just set that under eye concealer. So I'm just setting under my eyes, my concealer like I said, and then I'm going to go around my chin, my laugh line area, a little bit on my forehead just to set any excess concealer. So now we're going to move on to the powder bronzer. I'm not going to use a powder like contour shade just because I want to warm up my face a little bit. So I'm actually going to take this Bahama Mama bronzer by The Balm. They are cruelty free and some of their products are vegan. This is one of them. And this is one of my favorite bronzers for pale skin. I think it looks really good. I already started applying the bronzer. My camera wasn't recording. Thanks, camera. Anyways, just using this Kat Von D brush, and I'm just really lightly applying this bronzer over the contour area. So along my cheekbones and my forehead. You know the drill. I don't like to apply too much bronzer, and if I feel like I did get a little too much on, I like to take this clean powder brush. It's one of my makeup brush set brushes, and I just go over wherever I feel needs to be blended out or like toned down a little bit. Okay, so moving on to highlights, I'm going to take my favorite, probably my top favorite highlight that I have. This is Beverly Hills by Ofra. I'm going to mix this champagne one with just a tiny, tiny bit of the white. There's so much product on the brush, so I'm just going to tap off a little bit and just go to town. You guys have seen me use this before. I love it. This is one of the prizes in my Ofra giveaway. If you guys haven't entered yet, details are on my Instagram. And this is a Frivolous Cosmetics brush. It's from a set. I think it's called like the Body Contour set. And I'm just going to apply a little bit down my nose and on my Cupid's bow. So for blush, I'm really excited to show you guys this palette actually. I've used it before, but I haven't used it in a while, and this is the Lunatic Cosmetics Labs Contour Book, or Contour Palette, not sure exactly what it's called. There's a mirror on that side, and then there's some contour shades, and some highlight shades, and then some blushes, and this is really good for all skin tones. Like obviously you have the lighter ones, then you have the darker ones, and there's cool tones, warm tones, all of that, and this company is 100% cruelty-free, vegan. I've said those words so much in this video now that they don't even make sense to me. And for the blush, I really like this light one, so I'm going to use that. And I'm going to take it on this multitask brush by Real Techniques and just apply a little bit on there. I can go pretty heavy-handed with this blush since it's not super dark, which is good. I don't have to worry about applying way too much of it. And I'm just applying this right in between the bronzer and the highlight, just kind of buffing it out in circular motions. So we're going to move on to brows now since we're pretty much done with the face. So we're going to use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color Taupe, which if you guys have been following me on Instagram, Snap, all those things, my hair is like orange now and I can't find anything to match my brows. So we're just going to go with Taupe and hope for the best. Hey guys, so of course my camera cut out again as I was doing my eyebrows. All you need to know is that I used the Anastasia Taupe Dip Brow like I said, and an angled brush by Frivolous Cosmetics. Alright, let's get back to it. Okay, so obviously I already kind of did one of my eyes. I'm just waiting for the lash glue to dry to apply the lashes. But as far as eyeshadow, I decided to go with Makeup Geek. I have a lot of Makeup Geek singles, and not all of their eyeshadows are vegan, but some of them are. And one of the websites that I was doing this research on actually had a list of every single Makeup Geek eyeshadow, whether it was their normal ones, foiled, pigments, anything like that, which are vegan. So it's really helpful if you guys want to order some, but you want to know which ones don't have any animal products in it. I will link that list down below. Oh, and by the way, as far as primer, I just used my leftover concealer and just ran that over my lids. That's what I usually do on a daily basis. So, moving on to the eyeshadows, I'm going to start out with Chickadee, which is this light peachy orange color, and I'm going to take this on a Sugar Pill tapered blending and crease brush, and I'm just going to blend this right into the crease. This is just like Peach Smoothie, but it's a little bit darker. It's such a good crease shade if you're doing more of like a warm, bronzy orange eye. It's awesome. Speaking of Peach Smoothie, I'm going to take this on the same blending brush, and I'm just going to use this to blend out that top portion of Chickadee, just to make it look a little bit smoother. For the all over lid color, I'm going to take Legend, which is a foiled eyeshadow by Makeup Geek, and I'm going to take this on a little flat brush by Ofra, and I'm just going to pack this directly onto the lid. You might get a little bit of fallout. If you don't want that, you can wet your brush with a setting spray or something. But anyway, I'm just going to use this brush to really pack this on all the way up to the crease, to the inner corner, to the outer corner, to cover the entire lid. This is such a pretty color. It's just like the perfect bronzy, coppery color to go along with the crease. I like to take a little bit on my finger too and just go over the top. I feel like with the foiled eyeshadows, they look a little bit more intense if you do apply them with your finger. So to darken up my crease a little bit, I'm just going to take Early Bird, which is kind of like Chickadee, but it's a bit of a darker color. And it's more of a vibrant orange. So I'm just going to take this on the Sugar Pill brush and just blend this across the entire crease, pretty much exactly where we put Chickadee. And then for an inner corner and brow highlight, I'm going to take Shimma Shimma, which is just a light icy nude. Really like it. I'm packing this on with a Real Techniques shading brush. So my favorite liquid liner is the Kat Von D ink liner in the color Trooper. So I'm just going to do a quick wing with that. Sometimes you have to go over it a couple times if you're applying this liquid liner over like a foiled eyeshadow because it doesn't apply super opaque and dark at first. So moving on to mascara, I had this little sample of this Tarte Gifted Amazonian Clay Smart Mascara just rolling around in my drawer and I totally forgot about it. So I'm just going to use this. Turns out I like it. I remember trying this the first time and I really liked it, so I don't know why I just kind of forgot it was there. I was just looking for my false eyelash and it turns out it was stuck to my sweater, so that's fun. Oh, it has so many fuzzies on it now. God, I'm so gross. Why am I like this? So the falsies I'm wearing are called Spellbound by House of Lashes. They only use synthetic hair or sterilized human hair, which is kind of weird. If you're like not into that, that's cool. Oh shit, I missed a step in my eyeshadow. God, I had a feeling I was forgetting something. Okay, so I forgot to darken up the outer half of the lid, outer corner, whatever you want to call it. So I'm taking a mix of Cabin Fever and Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek, taking this on an e.l.f. brush, and I'm just pretending my eyeliner isn't there. So I'm just applying this to the outer fourth or so of my lid and then blending it up just a little bit into the crease just to kind of darken up that outer V area. Just go back over this with my liner and we can pretend like nothing happened. All right. While I'm waiting for that lash glue to dry, I'm just going to take this Early Bird on that same e.l.f. brush, and I'm just smoking this out all the way underneath my lower lash line. And then I'm just going to take that Real Techniques shading brush, apply a little bit of Cabin Fever and Cocoa Bear on there again, and just darken up that outer portion of my lower lash line. I think that glue is finally okay, so I'm just going to pop these lashes on really quick. And then just finishing the eyes with some mascara on the lower lashes. So moving on to lips, I think I'm going to do just like a nude pinky lip. And for a lip liner, I'm going to use Baby Doll by Ofra. So I'm just going to use this to line my lips, and then I'm also going to fill them in, just get a good base color down, and then make sure that I have the right shape to my lips, because for some reason with bullet lipsticks, I guess it's because my lips are too small, but it's really hard for me to get like that perfect shape unless I line my lips first. And then for lipstick, I'm going to be using Kat Von D Studded Kiss lipstick in the color Lovecraft, which is probably one of my favorite shades out of that collection. It's just a really nice nude pinky color. Alright you guys, so that is it for the tutorial. I really hope you guys liked this video. I really liked filming it. Thank you to those of you who requested it. I will do more of these if you guys want to see more of them. Like I said, if you want to know any information on cruelty-free vegan brands, anything like that, I have listed the websites that helped me when I was doing my research down in the description box. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!